probably know her by her song The Way I Am, but this singer-songwriter is much more than a one-trick pony. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're speaking with Ingrid Michaelson.
Don't tell anyone about the way you hold my hand. Don't tell anyone about the things that we have planned.
Why don't you tell us a bit about your upbringing and kind of how that influenced you to follow music as your path?
Both my parents were very artistic people. My mom's a sculptor, my dad writes music, and I don't think that it's necessarily in my blood. I mean, my brother teaches math, so I just think that my parents were, because they're artists, I think artists are innately supportive and understanding of if you want to go into something that might not make, you know, tons of money. Like, I went to school for theater and they supported that, and then when I made the shift to music, they supported that, and they've just been, I think the key is that they are so supportive, and that's how they help me out.
Don't believe the things you tell yourself so late at night. You are your own worst enemy. You'll never win the fight.
It was kind of described as a Cinderella story, how you broke onto the scene a little bit. Why don't you kind of relay that story to us?
People are going to say things like that to sensationalize things, but it was a very quick turnaround. I was, living in Brooklyn in an apartment with rats and mice, and then my song got used on a Grey's Anatomy episode.
You need a light. I'd find a match, 'cause I love the way you say good morning, and you take me the way I am.
What? Is that his lunch? I've been looking everywhere for that.
Can't have that. I quit my job a few months later, and I got more placements and started touring, and so it all happened pretty quickly for me. But I definitely wasn't like rags to riches kind of a thing. People like to make things a little more dramatic than they actually are. But it was funny to be sitting, in my apartment and hearing my song on the background of this huge television show that so many people were watching right then. It was terrifying, but it was pretty cool.
What kind of music had you been listening to when you were growing up and has kind of shaped the music you've come to make?
I grew up watching all old musicals with Judy Garland and Fred Astaire and Bing Crosby. I think I have a very strong anchor in melody and in harmony. Those are the really important things. If a song doesn't have a great melody, I don't like it. I can appreciate it and I can understand what the artist is doing, and a great voice. There's so many musicians now that just sort of shout, or that their thing is like singing off key, and I kind of get it. You're doing something different, and that's to be applauded and to be rewarded, but it's not my thing. I need someone who has a great voice and a great melody to go along with it, and everything else is secondary.
What does influence your writing today? I mean, who are you writing for?
I'm writing for me, I guess. I don't know if that sounds selfish. I just write what kind of I'm going through or what I'm experiencing. I don't really write about the world. I don't write about, the oil spill and things like that. I feel like I'm not well informed enough on world issues to kind of take that route of music. I just write about life, that's all I know. And I'm not claiming to be doing anything brand new in the world. I just, if I'm making something and people are listening to it, then I'm going to keep making it. If people stop listening to it, then I'll, become a farmer or something. Own a bed and breakfast. I have other ambitions in life.